Hi folks, it's been a wee while since I've made a new video. I've been quite busy. I've been off guitar teching with Avantasia around Europe. Last week was Area 53 in Austria and Masters of Rock in the Czech Republic before coming all the way back to France where I live. But before I went, I placed an order with Thomann. Just usual stuff, some cables, a microphone stand, nothing overly exciting. But there was something I wanted that I thought, yeah, it's worth a try. And it's this little gadget. It's the Electro Harmonix control knob static expression pedal. Now, an expression pedal, you'll be quite aware, is usually this big pedal where you can go heel down as one setting and you can increase, say, gain or volume when you put your toe down, or delay times, all these different things. And this works in a similar way, but it only flips between a minimum and a maximum. So it's absolutely perfect for a volume boost. And that's what I bought this for. It's for my Boss Katana to give me a volume boost that I can set slightly to the side and away from my other switches. Because when you're singing and playing, it's not really very nice to start looking down and am I going to hit the right button? I've got a way of doing this without using anything external, which is using the effects loop. You set a jumper cable between the send and return, and you up the return level on the Katana, and when you press on the loop, you get a volume boost. However, that foot switch sets quite close to the effects on off and my delay. So sometimes I could hit a solo boost, get my solo boost, but I've switched off my delay at the same time, which was always not the end of the world, but it's frustrating. So when I seen this thing, I thought that's a useful little gadget. As you see, it's only got one input, just a tip ring sleeve cable, which it comes with, about 2 meters long. So as you see, it's a stereo type cable. There we go. And the controls are very, very simple. You have got expression 1 and a control, expression 2 and a control. So what you do is you set your expression 1 as your minimum setting, say volume. So there I'm at half volume, and in this one I'm at full volume. So all I do is I switch between the two, and I can set this to suit. So mid-gig, if I decide that my rhythm volume is too high, say I've got it set like so, and the solos aren't really cutting through, I can just back that off slightly, and then I've got a bigger jump between my two volumes. Nice and simple. Now, as you see, this has got a 9-volt in, but it doesn't need it to work. All that does is power the two LEDs. So if you don't have a power supply spare, it's not the end of the world. This does not run on batteries. It's a shame it doesn't, because it would have been quite a useful feature just to switch on and off the LEDs, but it's not the end of the world. I will set this up and I will plug in a power supply so you can visually see what's happening. So we also have got a little switch on the side, which is for the polarity, whether it's positive to the tip or negative to the tip, or however it works. You just select the one that works for you. And that is it. Very, very simple. I put the Velcro in the back. It didn't come with Velcro. Not a big deal. It would have been a nice touch. Not the end of the world. Right. So that's 4 minutes of talking about a thing that just makes things louder. But you can use this for other things. I must remember this. You can use this for having two settings on a delay. Whether a long delay or a short delay, or a loud delay or a quiet delay. You can have this as two gain levels. Whatever you can assign an expression pedal to, you can use this to have a minimum and a maximum setting of your choice. So it's not a linear thing like the expression pedal, where you're going quieter, quieter, louder, 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 quiet, 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 quiet. It's just quiet, loud, quiet, loud. So solo boost, great. Long delay, short delay, long delay, short delay, with nothing in between. But you can set those parameters for whatever you need. So this will work with my Line 6 Firehawk. It will work with, well, it would have worked with my old Digitech if I hadn't killed it. It'll work with my Katana. In fact, I can run 3 of these from the Katana. So you could have 3 different expression controls going all at once. So I will hook this up and show you it working. Very, very simple thing. Back in a second. Okay, so here we are. We've got it set up. And as you see, this is my old Boss Katana that I made into the floor amp. What to tell you? Right, I've got a Behringer Wah-Wah pedal. Done a review on that. Still love that pedal. I've got a little Legato tuner here, which I just got because I needed one as an emergency. My tuner is somewhere at the moment in a lorry, in a flight case, heading to Hungary. And I'm using at the moment a Electro Harmonix Crayon as my boost, which I'm finding works really, really well with this amp. The whole lot I am powering using this little Engel Power Tap Portable, which is run off the USB at the side of this. So all very simple. Now I will zoom in to the pedal in question, which is the little control knob. There we go. And as you see, we've got expression 1 with the volume, this level at about halfway. I'll keep referring to volume in this case, but like I say, this is parameter 1. And here is a very extreme version of a rhythm sound. So this is very quiet. And just by pressing the button, we go to expression 2, which is my lead sound. And as you see, I can set this to be less extreme or more extreme. I could set that away down at 9 o'clock there, and you've got very, very quiet. So all you do is you just set that to where you think your rhythm volume will be. Probably 2 o'clock. And if you find mid-gig that maybe your solo volume is too much, but your rhythm volume is perfect, you can just turn it down slightly. So it gives you a huge amount of control. Now, as you see, we have got the LEDs on, but just to prove what I said, power off. So it doesn't actually need any power. However, if I have power, I will always use it because sometimes you just don't hear what's happening quite as clearly. So having something at your feet to light up that I know that if it's orange, I'm on my rhythm volume, and I know if I'm on the white, I'm on my lead volume. So that's really it. For €40, it's an absolute no-brainer. Like I said, this is far enough away from all my other foot switches now. If I take this back out, before I was using this panel button there. Not the panel button, that's not how it's set. Hang on. So as you see, I've got a volume boost there. It's very subtle, but it's there. But that's just a little bit awkward to get to, and you've got to make sure I've selected it to do what I want. This way it doesn't matter what I'm doing on the front panel, I always have my volume. In future I might end up sitting on a separate board to the side with the wah-wah pedal, just to make life a little bit easier. And that's it. So the Electro Harmonix control knob static expression pedal, they're around €40 and incredibly well made, very robust. I've got no problems with any of the Electro Harmonix things in the past, like I say. Crayon. Nice little boost. But the control knob for today, €40, certainly well spent. Have a look at them. If you're thinking of getting an expression pedal for a minimum and a maximum parameter only, I would say that's an absolute no-brainer. So I'll have something for you again soon. Like I say, next I'm off to Hungary and then I'm off to Wacken in Germany. And more soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.